On. Sometimes we play some fun music during this part even. And I think we just lost Lacey for a second. We'll give her just a second to get back on, and then we will get started here. Don't want to take up anybody's time tonight. Want to get you in and out of here in as close to 30 minutes as possible. I'm just going to send her a quick text message and make sure that she's able to get back on. And then we will get started. Hope everybody is having a great Thursday night. The weather here in Michigan is beautiful. There she is. You'd be right back. I saw that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our slides for tonight, and then we can go ahead and get started that way. Maybe no, it's not bringing up the slides here. Let's try a couple things. I think I have too many windows open. You still there, Lacey? She is. I can see her. Okay, there's our slides. Lacey, can you see the slides? Just go ahead and unmute yourself for a second and just let me know.
I can. Yep.
Okay, perfect. One last button I'm going to click here. That way we make sure we keep the slides going. Okay, so welcome everybody to our What is Coaching webinar. Tonight, Lacey and I are just going to share some information about our why, how we got started with coaching, and then I'll also share some information about what we do as coaches. I know that's a big question that a lot of people have, and we are very excited to share that with you tonight. So, where I come from. This is me and my siblings in the Christmas of 2004. And my story and why I go back this far is it's very sentimental, but the reason why is because that photo of me and my siblings was the last photo that I have together with all of them. My brother was actually in a car accident that following January in 2005, and he was taken from us. And he always was my biggest cheerleader, my biggest supporter, that big brother that everybody wished for. And with that, he always told me that I was meant for big things, that I was going to help people, and that I was going to make a difference in the lives of other people. So part of why I have always been so passionate about helping other people is because of him and because of being with him when he was in the hospital for 3 weeks. It really brought me closer to that passion of wanting to help other people. And he really was my biggest motivator. And I've always wanted to, of course, make him proud as well as make myself proud. And so that is where a lot of that comes from. He's that person that would give his shirt off of his own back for somebody else. And I want to be able to do the same, to give to other people as he would for others as well, and kind of live on in his legacy. With my family as well, I have a family history that I have always fought with. People have always looked at me as somebody who's already small and petite, and I don't need to lose a lot of weight. Why are you on a diet? You know, when you're 5 foot, barely 5'1", gaining 5 to 10 pounds is actually a lot. I can become overweight very easily, and I fight a lot of genetics in my family. I come from a family history of diabetes on both sides, heart disease on both sides, obesity on both sides of my family, and I even had aunts on both sides of my family with celiac disease, which is inflammation in the body. And so for me, I've always wanted to prevent those things from happening. So I was never totally on a diet to watch my weight. It was to keep myself healthy and to start ending these trends that are occurring in my family. And I didn't really know how to do that in the past. I did diet because that's what I had heard and knew how to do. I did several different weight loss programs in college, especially. Even in high school, when I've been reflecting a lot, I look back and I had issues with skipping meals when I was in high school to be a skinny person and to fit in and to be one of those pretty people and to be cool. And I, even in college, skipped meals. And I knew it was unhealthy, but I was never a breakfast person. I'd rather have a carton of ice cream at night than have dinner. So that's what I did. I didn't really know any better, and I just did a lot of cardio to keep the weight off. But over the years, of course, I saw that that was taking a toll on my body. So like I said, in college, another part of my history is that my brother passed away in January of 2005, and then I went to college that fall. So I started drinking, I started going out clubbing, I was very depressed. I was just trying to fit in again. I was trying to find where my life was taking me. I was completely lost in a way. And like I said, I was starving myself. So this photo is from me at probably one of my lowest lows. And when I was the skinniest I ever was, I pretty much was starving myself at this point because I was completely depressed and undiagnosed. But I was very unhappy with life. And I was just trying to be that light of the party and really trying to make other people happy. And I wasn't trying to make myself happy. So then after college, I got my college degree in dental hygiene and a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary health services. So I went on to a dental office where I met my coach who introduced me to Shakeology. I have very long mornings at work, and I'm not always guaranteed to get a break in the morning to get something to eat. And because I wasn't having breakfast, I was getting the shakes, I was getting dizzy, I was getting lightheaded. I even had a couple episodes where in the morning I was blacking out. So I knew something had to change. So my coworker and my coach gave me a sample of Shakeology. And I will be honest, I'm a very picky eater, especially back then. That was over 4 years ago now. And it sat on my counter for a while, a few months, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to like that. I don't like shakes. It was chocolate, so it was very interesting to me. But it wasn't until my husband mixed it up for me and I tried it that I was like, I need that. Had all my vitamins. I was never taking vitamins. I hate taking pills. I had all my nutrients. It filled breakfast. I could drink breakfast on my way to work. And I knew it was my solution. So I asked her how I could get it and how I could save some money. And as some of you may have seen on my own Facebook and on my like page tonight, I told a little bit of my story where I said that I signed up with the coaching discount, and we'll talk more about that, on a credit card, because that was the only way I could afford it. So I went into debt to even become a coach to save that money every month on Shakeology and my fitness program so I could stay fit and stay healthy. And that's how I got started, because I knew how important it was for my health. Then fast forward about a year, I started having horrible digestive issues. I have had digestive issues my whole life that I always just thought were normal. And then I found out how unnormal it was, and it started causing horrible stomach pain, lower back pain. None of my doctors could figure out what was going on. They told me I was young, I was healthy, I just had IBS, but they wouldn't give me any more information on how to prevent it besides some over-the-counter medication. And I didn't want to be on medication my whole life. Like I said, I hated taking medication and pills as it was, so I didn't want that to be my forever. So I had seen some other people that I know do the Ultimate Reset, which is a 3-week cleanse. And I decided, you know what, I'm just going to cleanse my body of everything that's in it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to commit for 3 weeks, and I'm going to see what happens. So over those 3 weeks, which are the 2 photos, the day 1 and the day 22 that you see on the lower left-hand side, are the Ultimate Reset photos I did in August of 2013. And in those 3 weeks, I had such amazing transformation from the inside out that I thought to myself, I'm already an advocate for everything that Beachbody has to offer. I drink the shakes pretty much every day then. I do it every single day now, sometimes more than once a day. But I already am telling my friends, my family, complete strangers that I was meeting about my workout programs, about Shakeology, about my results with the Ultimate Reset, which with the reset, I not only figured out what was causing my stomach issues, I had complete energy again, like I had never had before. I was waking up before my alarm clock. By the second week on the program, I was going through my whole house, cleaning out cupboards, cleaning everything, and something that I didn't really expect, even though it happened, and it was great because I needed it. I was completely unhappy when I took that day one photo, which just made me really sad, was I lost 13 pounds on the Ultimate Reset. So for my little frame, that was a lot. And it gave me complete confidence again. So that was in August of 2013. Then in September of 2013, I launched my like page. I went all in and I started coaching. I am now healthier, I'm happier, and like I said, more confident in my own skin. I know now that I am more than just a number on the scale. So that 13 pounds to me, I don't even talk about much anymore because that's not what it's all about to me. My skin is clear, my digestive is better than ever, my energy is up, I'm just happy, and I can say that with confidence. So then the photo on is myself with some of my team members at a coaching event, my very first coaching event. And it was just so amazing to be in a whole room with all of the coaches, just learning and doing the workouts together. That really took me off from there. So why do I love being a coach? I love being a coach, first of all, like I said, for the health benefits. I'm helping my friends and family and even people that I've never met before in different areas of the United States and Canada with their health too. So with coaching, I hold myself more accountable for my own health and fitness than ever before because I'm running my accountability groups. I have my coaches who are supporting me. I have my friends and my family and my husband who are supporting me. I'm helping end the bad genetics that run in my family, which is, again, one of my #1 reasons why I became a coach. Like I said, I'm happier because I'm healthier, and when I work out, I know I'm going to have a good day. It's crazy when I don't get my water in and I skip a workout and I then eat the bad foods, how much more sad I am and irritable and just not happy and very tired. So just being a coach and doing those things each and every day, of course, we all have our slip-ups. We're human beings. Every day is not perfect, but it's just made me a lot happier. I love being a coach because I can create a future for my husband and myself and our future family down the road that we otherwise didn't have. We are living very much paycheck to paycheck before I started coaching. And with coaching, it's created that freedom where it helped us pay for part of our wedding last year. It helped pay for our honeymoon last year. This year we have paid off all of that credit card debt that I had racked up in college and then after college when I was living on my own and single. And this year we are saving up to pay off both of our cars. So that is our goal for this year. So without coaching, we would have never had that. We also get to travel more. We get to travel more because we have that freedom. I am working less days at my full-time job at the dental office because my husband has different days off than I do. He has Thursdays and Fridays, and I was working Monday through Thursday, so now we always have Thursdays and Fridays off together. So I have that freedom to go traveling with him and go out on dates with him on Thursdays and Fridays instead of on the weekends he's at work on Friday and Saturday. We also, with traveling, got to go with Beachbody, a completely earned trip to Cancun, Mexico, all-inclusive resort, amazing, for 5 days with our friends, my friend Sean, who's my accountability partner with coaching, and that was just an amazing experience. And I'm also going next week on Wednesday to Nashville, Tennessee for another coaching event. So there's all of these opportunities. Next year in March, going on a cruise. So even there's things that just I'm always looking forward to. And my husband and I love to travel. So it's giving us this extra opportunity to travel even more than if we didn't have this in our hands. and created friendships, such as Lacey, who's on the call with me tonight, one of the coaches on my team. She's from Canada. I would have never met her if it weren't for the coaching opportunity. I met her through my page, my Annie Graves Fitness page. And even a lot of the other coaches on my team, a lot of my challengers, a lot of my closest friends, my accountability partner, Sean, she is one of my best friends. We talk every single day, as my husband says, probably more than him and I talk, because we're just there to support one another, all of us coaches in this community. And it's just created another family for me. It was something that after college, I was missing those friendships. And I didn't want to go out to a bar and meet friends because that was in my past. And so I've been able to meet other people who have the same goals and passions that I do. And I get to help others. So like I talked about earlier in my story, I love helping others. It's what I do at the dental office. It's what I have always loved doing. I used to be a coach for cheerleading. So I've always had all of these things that have now come together with Beachbody and coaching that I didn't otherwise have. And now Lacey's going to jump on. So like I said, Lacey is one of my coaches. She just joined our team a few months ago. And she is from Canada. Like I said, we met through my page. And she took off running with coaching. Each month she has hit her goals with coaching. She has earned a ticket to the Beachbody Summit next year in 2016 to be with all the other coaches for 5 days. And she is hitting all of her goals. She's building a team of her own. She's super driven. She's a mom of 2, and I'm going to let her next take over and share her story with you. All right, Lacey, are you there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess I say hi to everyone. I've never done this before, so bear with me. So I'm from Canada, so that's a little different, I think, than most people on this call. I'm from Nova Scotia, which is on the Atlantic. I'm a mom of 2. Ria's 3, and Emmett is, he'll be 2 in September, so they're still pretty little. I work full-time at the regional hospital here, and I have my bachelor's degree in radiography. I used to be pretty athletic before I went to university. So in high school, I played every sport under the sun. And I did some skating and a few other things. But on every other level, I'm pretty laid back, pretty easygoing. So I've always just been one to sit in the background and not really come to the front. But I've always struggled with my weight and trying to get the extra 20 pounds off or 10 pounds off or whatever it was at the time. I guess you can go to the next slide, Amy. Okay. So where I was before, about a year ago, stepped on the scale and it said that I was 273, which was the biggest that I'd ever been. It was about a year after I had my son, and I was kind of looking through pictures, and this is the only picture that I could find really of me last spring. I just had a separation. I was alone. I was getting depressed. So with being depressed, I was eating my feelings, and I was sad. So I was eating because I was sad, and I was sad because I was eating, and it was just a sinking ship. And when I went in public most of the time, I would act like nothing was wrong. And I just felt like I wasn't being myself. I was just kind of broken and then lost. And I said to myself, I just have to get off my butt and get going and start eating better. And that lasted for a little while. It lasted till about December. I'd gotten down about 30 pounds in that time, and then stepped off the ladder again and started climbing back up with those numbers and Christmas and eating and just other things that were going on in my life. And I hadn't actually added exercise into my schedule at all. And once January had come along, you do the New Year's resolution thing. And I said, you know what, I don't even think I can do that this year. And then I got to the end of February and jumped on the scale again. And I was way back up to where I was. And I said, okay, I'm done. I got to find something to do. And then I found Annie, and everything changed. My whole life changed. And it's where I am now, I guess. That's the next slide. So now I just have so much support from these new friends that I've met, and it's just like a brand new community of people that I never met before, and I've lots of pictures of myself around now. Not like that's a big thing, but it really makes me feel better about myself and seeing myself around, and I have lots of energy compared to before. I feel like I can go and run after my kids and play and not feel like I need to go to sleep all the time, and I'm sleeping better, which gives me more energy. And it just, those better life choices that I'm making for myself. I just hit the 30-pound mark that's gone since February, which is huge for me. So since last July when I was 273, I'm down to 212, which is like 60 pounds. Like, it's crazy to think that it was 60 pounds is like a person. Like, my toddler is 60 pounds almost. But it's nice to find me again and a new version of me that can only get better from here, from making these few little changes, working out every day, 30 minutes, and doing the Shakeology every day. And my skin is better. I'm sleeping better. I'm eating better. And it's really making all the difference in my work and in my life, and with all these people that I'm meeting through Annie and through the team, and also through just other people who want to join and start, and their motivation helps me get motivated. And running my challenge groups every month, which have been going pretty good, in my opinion. Other people might think different. I'm getting good responses and feeling confident, and everybody's motivating me as much as I'm motivating them. So I guess my last is, this is a picture from when I finished my third round of the 21-day fix. I just went into my second week of the Fix Extreme when I hit my 30. So I'm really excited to finish the Extreme and see where I'm at the end of that. But I'm not disappearing in pictures anymore. My Facebook isn't just my kids, it's me and my kids. I'm entering into my life, which is great. And through all the loops and turns, I'm finally getting those few extra dollars from Beachbody. There's a few extra turns and jumps and stuff you have to make being Canadian, but I'm doing it for me and for all the people that are my challengers and who have signed up, which is great. And my network of friends have just been expanding, and I think that these friends are going to be people that are my go-tos when things get rough, or I hit a spot, or my motivation goes down. It's those people that I'm going to go to help me keep setting my goals and keep on that path that I want to be on, which would be great. And some of my goals maybe aren't attainable for me, and that's fine. But the little ones are starting to be a reality. I hit Success Club my first 3 months, which earned me my ticket to Summit next year. So I'm really excited with that. I'm excited already, and it's probably a year away. Actually, it's more than a year away, but it's still really exciting. So it's great to get down to that spot. And when I first started, I said, you know what? After my first round of 21-day fix, I think I lost like 13 pounds or something. And I said, you know what? I want to push, and I want to be 200 pounds by September, sorry. And I'm only 12 pounds away from that now, which is crazy in my mind. And those are just some of the goals that I've kind of set for myself already. I just want to see other people feel the way that I do. I just want to share that with people that are around, and with people who I meet online, and people who I've already met, and the people that are there are definitely supporting me as much as I'm supporting them, which is crazy and exciting. And it just makes logging on to Facebook or logging on to the Beachbody website even more exciting every time that I do it, which is great.
Awesome. Thanks, Lacey. Can you hear me now? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, awesome. Yes, and with Lacey, it's been amazing to see her transformation because she just has this glow about her now that she didn't have before. So it's really fun to see. So I'm going to share with you more now real quick about Beachbody, who we are and what we do as coaches. So who is Beachbody? Beachbody is the #1 at-home workout programs. A lot of people are going to working out at home for the convenience, especially moms like Lacey. I am not a mom and I prefer to work out at home because I can get up and in 30 minutes get my workout done before work, not have to go to the gym, find a parking spot, find a locker, get changed. I can get a lot more done with my time this way. And so can't everybody else. So Beachbody created P90X. That is what a lot of people think of when they hear of Beachbody, Insanity, Insulin Extreme. They are the creators of Shakeology. You've heard both Lacey and I talk about it. It's something that's changed our lives and the lives of so many other people. We have workout apparel, we have supplements. I drink E&E every morning before my workout and during my workout for that extra energy and endurance. They have rewards, incentives, and gifts, not only for their coaches, but for their challengers and customers as well. They give away money every single week, every single month, every single quarter, and every single year there's a grand prize for their challengers just for submitting their transformation stories. They have TV infomercials. So I'm sure if you're just sitting on the couch, flipping through the channels, you will see things like 21 Day Fix is huge right now on TV, which is an amazing program. It's something, like Lacey said, has changed her life. And it's something that has really, I've been following for the last year and a half myself, especially the nutritional plan. They have had Max 30, T25. There's so many programs out there that they have had on TV as well. And they have independent coaches like Lacey and myself. There are over 300,000 coaches now in the Beachbody network, and we are just continuing to grow. And it's very fun and exciting to see that growth with Beachbody. Beachbody also has coaching websites. So when you sign up as a coach, you get a website where your customers and your coaches can go to find you and to look through the programs and look through the supplements, and you can help them as well with finding those too. What Beachbody has with fitness programs is, one thing that I hear from people is, oh yeah, Beachbody, they have those really hard Insanity workouts. Well, guess what? We have something for everyone now, and there's always something new coming out. Next week, Size is coming out, which is a dance program by Shaun T, who is the creator of Insanity. But I can tell you, I have done a preview of the workout twice now, 2 different programs of Size, and it is not Insanity by any means. I have done Insanity, I have done Shaun T's other programs, and Size is completely different. But we also have things like Tai Chang, if people need something that's very low impact, Pyo's low impact, and then people who maybe are wanting to do more weights, we have Les Mills Pump and Body Beast. We have P90X3, so if people liked P90X and they just need something that's quicker and more, still just as effective, P90X is P90X3 and is in 30 minutes. So there's literally something for everyone. What is Shakeology? So again, you've heard us talking about this tonight. And if you haven't tried Shakeology or maybe even heard of it, Shakeology is a nutritional drink that we have every day. It's filled with 70 healthy ingredients. It's basically a salad bar and a glass, but even better. I drink chocolate every single day. I call it my chocolate fix. I have it for breakfast. It has 23 vitamins and minerals. So like I talked about in my story, it also has replaced those vitamins that I wasn't getting on a daily basis. And it really has helped with strengthening nails. Lacey and I both talked about our skin, hair, so many different stories with what Shakeology has helped with. Everybody might have a little bit of a different story with it, but it is just an amazing part of our nutrition, of our fitness is nutrition. And so having this, I have it after my workouts every day. Some people drink it before for that energy. Everybody, again, is different, but it really just helps everybody with their overall nutrition. So who are coaches? Coaches are people like Lacey and myself, or maybe the coach that referred you to the call tonight, who just love health and fitness. We have fallen in love with the fitness programs that we have picked for ourselves. I call them our soulmate programs. And we want to help other people feel the way that we do. We are so passionate about what we have that we want to help other people too. So we're working on our own journey. A lot of people will say, well, I'm not ready to start coaching yet because I need to get to my goal weight, or I just need to get through this program first. And that's great. Everybody can do what they want, but I want everybody to know that we as coaches are sharing our story with other people, and that's how we inspire other people. We want to help people. We want people to be motivated. So we share what we're doing. We share our struggles. We share our ups. We share our downs. And we're just real people. We are not fake by any means. So like I said, we're not always at our goal weight. If I had a goal weight, like I said, I don't always base my goals off of my weight. But if I had a goal weight, I'm not at it by any means. But I feel good, and that's what matters the most. We are products of the product as coaches. So we do the workouts, we drink Shakeology, we use the programs, we use the products. And like I said, we just share that with other people. So we are not salespeople. We're just sharing what we're doing and sharing that we love these programs and these products. And we're sharing how these have changed our lives. Like I said, we're just real people. We're here giving it all that we have. We have our ups and downs. We, have cheat meals. We like to have cake. We like to have ice cream. We like to have some wine. We like to go out and have a good time. But we also know how important our health is. And so that is most important. And we're here to change lives. We're here to help people. Such as Lacey found myself through my life page. I was able to help her change her life as my coach helped me change mine. And so it's just this rippling effect. And we just want to continue to help more and more people. And so that's what we do as coaches. So what we are not. So like I said, we are not salespeople. We are not here to post sales all over Facebook or all over social media. You may use Instagram or Pinterest or whatever you like. We're not here to be salespeople. We're here really to just share our story and to inspire other people. And in the end, if we just change one person's life, that is what's most exciting to us, is to get that message or to get that phone call, or for somebody to come up to us in person and say, you know what, because of your workout pictures every day, it's inspired me to get walking, to get moving again. We are not fitness trainers. So you do not have to have any type of certificate saying that you can help people. You are just another person helping other people based off of your experience. And the amazing thing is, as a coach, is there's this whole network of coaches that you can go to, such as we have our own teams. And so within our team, we help each other. I know that my team and I post all day long on our team page. I know Sean's team is posting all day long on their team page. And so we're always just helping one another. So you always have that support. If you don't have an answer, you have somebody to go to. We are not nutritionists. I have never taken a nutrition class. I think it would be really fun to learn more about nutrition, but we just learn as we go. And so learning as we go is, following the 21-day fix or following the PIO meal plan, and then figuring out what works best for us, because what works best for me might not work best for Lacey or for somebody else. So we have to find what works best and where our weaknesses and where our strengths are. We are not personal trainers, so we don't go and meet people one-on-one. Most of what we do, I would say, is through social media. There are things that you can do more one-on-one, but most coaches are just doing things through social media because that is what's convenient. Everybody is on their mobile device, on their laptops, on their iPads all of the time. And so having that social media to help people and just connect and create this community I have found, has been the most lasting and the best results I've ever had. We are not a pyramid scheme. So we do not just create this business and sit back and watch our team do it. If I were to take a step back and let my team take over, I would not continue to see the success that myself am having, and the same thing would go for any other coach on any other team. We are here to motivate, inspire, encourage, and support one another, our coaches on our teams, our challengers, our family, our friends, anybody that we come in contact with, we're here to motivate. So we're just here to share our stories in the end. So why are we special? What sets us apart? Beachbody has provided us not only the fitness, not only the nutrition, but also support through the social media and one-on-one with your coach to give you success. Like I said, I have done several things in the past that have never given me the success that I've had with Beachbody and their nutrition and their programs. I never really knew what clean eating was until I found my coach. And that is really what made the difference for me. And finding Shakeology and just getting that one healthy meal in every single day, no matter what, has helped me to be less sick. It's helped me to be healthier, happier, all of it. You've heard my story. But really having the fitness, the nutrition, and the support gives people success with their programs. We focus on helping other people. So this is not about me. We love to see success for other people. So when my team gets success, such as Lacey shared with me before we got on the call tonight, something that she had successfully happen today, I was super happy for her because that's what I want to hear. I love having my coaches have success, no matter the hurdles they have to jump through. I want them to see that success. And the nice thing too, that Lacey talked about, I posted it on my page tonight, is I love waking up every single morning now. I'm not a morning person, but my challengers have motivated me to get up in the morning and work out. They have created this atmosphere where I want to wake up in the morning and I want to check my newsfeed because it's positive. I have great messages from my coaches, from my challengers sharing their stories with me. And it just makes me so happy. I hear so many people talking about how negative Facebook is, and I don't see that because I'm surrounded by all the positivity. We are special because we give the fitness, we give personal development. We're always working on our own selves, which is one thing that over the last year I've really focused on, and it's really helped me to grow as an individual in a way that I had never had before. It gives us that financial freedom that I talked to you about, and also the traveling. We host accountability groups. So through Facebook, we host private accountability groups. If you haven't been in one before, ask your coach who referred you to the call how you can jump into an accountability group. But we host a free group typically every month. We hold monthly challenge groups where people are working on their fitness and their nutrition, and they get that one-on-one support from their coach and the support from everybody else in the group who are all working on similar goals. So it's this great atmosphere. It's really, really fun. We're there for each other. If I'm not able to answer a question for somebody because I'm not online, somebody else is answering it almost right away. We also are different because we host coach trainings. So every month as a new coach, we host a new coach training group. There's trainings such as the summit event that I'm going to next week in Nashville. There is then a quarterly meeting that we have every single quarter. So that's coming up also in July. So there's a lot of exciting things going on, and you're never going to be left alone. You don't have to learn this all on your own. You're going to have the support from not only the accountability groups, but also your team as well. So these are some of the transformations from just a few of the coaches on the team, between Sean's team and my team. We have a whole lot more transformations. This is just a few, like I said. It's crazy to think of all the other coaches that I have seen with their transformations on the team. But congratulations to everybody that's shown here and everyone who is not, because these are just so inspiring. And this is basically what we do. We share our journey. We share what we're doing. We share our food. We share our workouts. We share the success that we're having with our programs. And that's what inspires other people. So how do we earn? That might be your next question. Like, okay, Annie, I get all of the accountability groups and the programs and the nutrition and the fitness, but how do we earn? So what do we do then as coaches? So we earn a 25% commission from our sales. So when somebody orders a program or Shakeology, you do get a commission from that. It can create a residual income. So if somebody decides to stay on Shakeology every single month, you can create a residual income. As well as a residual income can come from a team cycle bonus. So as you start to build your own team, as I am and as Lacey's now doing, you start to build extra income bonuses each week from that. Then as you build your business even bigger, you also then hit a quarterly bonus. So that's something that just becomes that residual income as well. So you're not only working from your commissions, but also from what your team's doing. I'm helping my team each and every day, so it's that extra bonus for helping them, helping people. Another way to earn is you can earn the free trips like I talked about. I earned the trip this last April to Cancun, and this coming March, I will be going, already earned, we're halfway through the year, earned a all-inclusive crews. So those are awesome too, as well as the trainings. Like we said, Lacey earned her ticket to Summit next year just by helping people get on board with their health and fitness, which is amazing. Not every coach does that. It's a huge accomplishment. So what do you get as a coach? You get a website. So like I said in the beginning of this, you get a website as a coach. So when you sign up as a coach, you right away have a website, which I just feel is amazing because it can be overwhelming to set up a website. For somebody like myself who's just completely illiterate when it comes to things like that, having a website that Beachbody provides to you right when you sign up that people can go to because they were saying, you know what, I want to support you and I want to do this with you. I want your website so I can sign up too, is amazing. You get an online office. That online office is where you can see your coaches. It's where you can see your customers, your clients. It's where you can see people's orders. You can see your own orders. It's just this whole office that Beachbody provides to you. They give you trainings through the online office. They pay us through direct deposit through the online office, basically. So you can see your commissions and your sales through that. As a coach, you also get a 25% discount off of your products. So like I talked about in my story, when I first signed up, it was over 4 years ago, I signed up just for that 25% discount because I needed any savings that I could. And that 25%, that $15 a month was sign me up and I did it. I want to get the discount at first and just see how it all, the environment as a coach is like. You can do that. You don't have to start off doing accountability groups and helping people. If you just want the discount, that's okay. But as I said, you can also grow a business. So that's something that then where you're helping people through the accountability groups every month and you're helping people get on board with their health and fitness. Therefore, you can also get a savings on your Shakeology. So if you are getting Shakeology every single month, I highly encourage you to sign up for the discount for the 25%. You can just be a discount coach. That is okay. Know about upcoming new programs and specials as a coach. So as I said, I got to try out Size before everybody else because I am a coach. I also got to try out the on-demand where you get access to other workout programs through the internet, kind of like Netflix, before everybody else. And I know about specials first before other people because I am a coach. So you would get that as well as part of our team. You get free trainings from myself, from Sean, from Lacey, whoever your upline coach is. We provide trainings for you. You can earn free trips. You get the free support. You get the webinars. We host team webinars and team calls. So you also can earn customer leads and Shakeology leads. The customer leads and Shakeology leads are people who see maybe an infomercial on TV or who have heard about the 21-Day Fix and they just go online or call in and ask to order the program or Shakeology. Those customers and leads are then assigned to coaches like myself or Lacey who help them with their fitness program and their nutrition and getting them into an accountability group. What do you get? You get to build a team as a coach, which then creates those team cycle bonuses and the quarterly bonuses that I talked to you about before. So what do you get? This is a photo of my accountability partner coaching Sean, but you get support, you get accountability from our team pages, you get the support and accountability from your accountability groups, your challenge groups. You get to do personal development. It's something we really focus on as coaches. I listen to it a lot in my car when I'm driving to or from work or even cleaning my house, but I also have books that I'm reading. I just started The Slight Edge. It's sitting on my desk right now. You get free trips, or you can even pay for the trips to go along with us if you don't earn it. It's something that's a lot of fun and I highly encourage. You get mentoring from your upline coach and your upline coaches. You get trainings and you can even do internships. The rewards, like I talked about before, so this is a little bit repetitive, is you do earn trips with coaching. So you can earn the trip for next year on the cruise with me, and I would love to have you come. You can earn monthly prizes for hitting Success Club, which is just helping other people get starting with their nutrition and their fitness with a challenge pack or Shakeology. So you can earn each month a prize. I have a blanket that I keep with me that I earned as a prize. You get one-on-one trainings with celebrity trainers. So next week I'll be working out with Shaun T and Shalene Johnson, and there will be trainings at the Summit event as well. So how do you sign up? All right, so we've gone through all of this and you say, Annie, how do I sign up? What do I do? So contact the coach who referred you to the webinar tonight. There is a website fee of $15.95 each month. If you are in Canada, it is a slightly different fee. Lacey would probably be able to answer that for us. I'm not good with numbers, so I don't have it on the top of my head. Your first month for that coach monthly fee is waived. Just ask how to get that waived from your coach. But that fee covers the websites that you are getting and the trainings that Beachbody provides for us. So really that $16 fee, which isn't even a full $16, even if you're signing up to get the savings on your Shakeology, you still save about $15 a month compared to paying the full customer price for Shakeology. So it really is still a win-win. There is a startup fee of $39.95. Again, you can get that waived completely, that $40, when you sign up to be a coach with a challenge pack. A challenge pack is your fitness program and Shakeology together. And there are some other ways that you may be able to get the $40 fee waived. So again, make sure you're asking your coach those questions. If coaching does not work out for you and you just say, you know what, Annie, this isn't the right fit, you do not have any obligation to stay a coach. You can cancel it anytime. Beachbody and myself and any other coach on the team do not want you to be a coach if you just feel like it's not the right fit and it's just not the right time for you maybe. So we're here for you to support you. We're here to, we want you to be happy. And if this isn't what's making you happy, and then we understand that, and then we will help you with the process of canceling the coaching discount or the coaching for you and completely. So thank you for staying on, everybody. That is what we have as far as the slides go. I'm going to bring myself back up here. I posted on the Facebook event if anybody had any questions. So I'm going to pull that up here on my cell phone. So if anybody has any questions, make sure that you post them on the event invite. Pull up my events. Oh, I see something here. So Kylie, who is actually a coach on the team, she's under Lacey from Canada. She asked, what has been your greatest moment and accomplishment because of coaching? I feel like my greatest moments with coaching, it's, to me, those are kind of two different questions. My greatest moments have been meeting so many different people and really growing myself. I don't know if Lacey has anything that she wants to add, but I just feel like I've really become a much more mature and independent person. I was already very independent, but this has really helped me to find where I was lost and to fill those areas. The greatest accomplishment that I've had is, I feel, really just helping my team find the success that I have had and seeing them be excited about coaching and excited for their challengers. Financially, the accomplishment of just paying off my debt and having that off my shoulders has been so rewarding. It was something that I felt like I was just always going to live in this debt and it was just going to be this revolving circle. But now I found and see the light at the end of the tunnel. At the age, I'm 28 years old, and to be out of that kind of debt and just have our house and our car payments left, which we will be paying off, like I said, at the end of the year, is huge. But for me, each and every day to wake up and to see the success that my team is having. Each Thursday is our rank advancement day and our success day, and just to see those changes in my online office for my team is exciting. Lacey, what has been your greatest moment as a coach? Put you on the spot.
I don't know. I just feel better all the time. Like energy, sleeping better. My skin, oh my God, I couldn't even work. My hands were so broken out with, like, I don't even know if it was dermatitis or what it was, and I couldn't get it cleaned up. And I really think, like, being on Shakeology has like changed not only how I feel, but my skin is like, my hands have been completely normal since I started. It's helped work, it's helped home. I can bath my kids again, which is doesn't seem like a big thing, but it really is when you can't do it.
Right. Thank you for sharing. Jennifer asks, how do you balance your full-time job and coaching together? So Jennifer, that's a great question. It's a question and a concern that a lot of people have. When I first started actively coaching and hosting my challenge groups, I was working 4 10-hour days. I was planning my wedding, and I was the maid of honor in my best friend's wedding. And so with that, time management is huge. I learned how to create a to-do list and work off of that to-do list. With coaching, we give you a power hour to-do list, and we give you the coach training, the basic coach training that kind of helps you go through what you need to do on a day-to-day basis. And with that, it really helps you to figure out what is it that are your goals, and then that's going to help you create what it is that you need to do. But I will tell you that it all depends on your goals, how much you're going to balance that work, full-time job, coaching. I know that there have been times where I get an hour to an hour and a half lunch typically. So I would take my laptop to work with me. And if it was raining outside, instead of going for a walk because the weather was bad, I would respond to messages or do my post or check on my coaches, check in on my challenge groups. So just finding those little loopholes, especially when you're super busy, it can be challenging for sure. I'm not going to lie. But having that to-do list and knowing what your goal is with coaching helps you really to stay more focused, I feel like. And then the coach training too. Lacey, how do you juggle your full-time job with being a single mom and then coaching?
I try to do my power hour every day, but I use my personal development in the car, just like kind of you talked about, and whatever. I always have it on when I'm going to and from work. But I find one night a week I have to sit around and 3 or 4 hours, and I just do everything. I set up my challenge groups. I do that all in one lump. I can't do it every single night of the week. So I usually try to do it all in one night. If I can't, then I try to even it up between 2 or 3 nights. And I always have my challenge groups and everything always planned out ahead of time. So like I have a 5-day healthy eating group coming up, and I have my challenge group starting on the 20th. They're planned, they're mapped out, and they're all ready to go already. So I don't have to worry about them for the rest of the month if I get it done at the beginning.
Right. Like Lacey said, I listen to my personal development in my car when I'm working, and even when I'm cleaning the house, taking a shower, so that I'm already getting done. Our workouts are part of what we do every day, and just sharing those pictures on Facebook. You're just really sharing your life. But as far as behind the scenes goes, like Lacey said, I also do a lump sum of my work in one night, one evening. Or one morning, whatever it is that you have. I'm not a big TV watcher anymore. I much more find fulfillment out of coaching for myself. I can sit on the couch or sit at the kitchen table with my husband and watch TV still. I still definitely disconnect from coaching and from the internet, but it's something that I would rather be helping my team and helping my challengers, so I can disconnect from TV. That is not my number one priority in life. So even just giving up those little things sometimes that maybe aren't so important, especially when you're looking at your lifelong goals, that has helped me too.
And it becomes a hobby. You want to do it. It's not like you feel like you need to set time aside for it. It's fun. It's what keeps you getting up every morning to do your workouts.
Yeah, it is fun. It's not work. As much as it can be work, it's not work, especially when you love what you're doing. Chelsea asked, what does personal development What is it that we're listening to? Great question. So personal development, I feel like the computer is like looking at my chin. Okay. Personal development is something that we do for ourselves. So even like the coach trainings, that's building your own personal development about coaching. Another thing that we do is read personal development books, and we help you with what books to read, especially if you want suggestions. I just got done reading You Are a Badass, which is really good. Go Pro is a great book to read. The Compound Effect, even if you're not going to coach, I highly recommend it to all of my friends and family. A lot of what I do and we do with personal development as coaches can be applied to your everyday life. The book that I'm reading right now is by Jeff Olson. It is The Slight Edge, a USA Today national bestseller. So that is something that I read when I can. I'm not a big reader. It takes me a long time to read a book. So then the other thing that I do that Lacey and I are talking about is we listen to podcasts. I have an iPhone, so I have a podcast free app on my phone where I can download podcasts on it. Chalene Johnson, who is one of the fitness instructors for Beachbody, has created her own business with her husband where they help people with their businesses. And even just, she has 2 different stations on the podcast stations. One helps with business and one helps with your own personal growth. So she talks about things like motivation for working out, nutrition. She gets other people on who are experts. So those are all things that we're always working on to really increase and better ourselves. It's somewhere where we also look for that inspiration for ourselves as coaches. So it helps us personally in our personal life. It can help us with our relationships. It can help us with other coaching of things. So something that I'll do is say that I'm looking to put a spin on a challenge group. I can watch some YouTube channels or do some personal development from like the trainings that Beachbody provides for us to put a new spin on a challenge group to make it something new and exciting for my current challengers. So great question. Any last questions? I know that we are almost to 10 o'clock. We've taken up a lot of your time, but these are great questions that you guys have, and I want to make sure I'm answering them for you. I'll just give everybody another minute because we have a slight delay here, and if we miss your questions after we get off, we will follow up with you. But just keep asking your coach that referred you to the webinar tonight, or you can post them on the event page and we will answer them for you. If you know anybody else that wants to see the recording from tonight, it is the same exact YouTube channel that you clicked on for tonight's live viewing. So you can refer them to that, or if you want to listen back again, just click on the same link and you'll be able to watch that video. I'm not seeing any more questions coming in right now. So I think we'll go ahead and jump off. It's 5 minutes to 10. So again, I want to thank everybody for your time and for jumping on with us tonight. I really hope that we see some of you joining the team in the near future. Have a great night, everyone.